I don't know about you, but with Comic-Con done and no more streams of Hall H, I have been jonesing for my superhero shows. A definite fan staple, and the one some say started it all, is Arrow. The Emerald Archer has an impressive set of allies and tons of formidable foes. I'm Chris Carr. Let's take a look at the top 7 characters in Arrow. Number 7, Felicity Smoak. Who didn't fall in love with Felicity Smoak in Season 1? The babble, the puppy-like head tilts, the quips. Felicity is a brilliant hacker, a badass, and a mega babe. No wonder Oliver Queen gets hung up on her. Now, I'm putting her this high on the list because I really love Season 1 through 3 Smoak. When the writers use her as a soapy romantic plot device, that oh-so-CW, I can't be with someone who doesn't trust me and we're not having discussion about it, it's just an abrupt ending of things, nonsense, I get pretty pissed. You've created an amazing character who is now part of the DC comic universe. Stop using her as a doe-eyed plot device. Who do you think she is? Laura Lance? Oh! You guys are gonna yell at me about that. That's fine. Shots fired. Number 6, Malcom Merlyn. We couldn't do a list like this without talking about the magician himself, Malcom Merlyn. What a fantastic first big bad. A villain being evil, in my opinion, is a cop-out. No one answers yes when they ask themselves if they're the bad guy. He has to truly believe his cause is just, challenge and often outwit his opponent, and have a solid backstory. Merlyn checks all those boxes, including the standard, my wife was mugged and killed origin story. The CW liked that origin story so much, they used it on about half of the characters on the network. And DC has always loved killing wives and moms. Like, on a Disney feature level. Maybe we should check on the writers. Anyway, Malcom of course becomes a moral gray, chaotic neutralish figure in the Arrowverse. Aiding Oliver, fighting Oliver, really playing by his rules and doing whatever works for him. Until he makes the ultimate sacrifice for Thea. But we've seen Merlyn come back before. Never trusted off-screen death. Number 5, Ray Palmer. Oh Ray, you bumbling cute little nerd. How can you not like the guy? Ray Palmer, and later the Atom, is an incredible character with a long list of amazing deeds under his belt. Not only did he buy out Oliver's company, but he then went on his first crusade to save the city. It was strange that he thought changing the name of Starling City to just Star City would do that, but after his tiny rebranding, he started working overtime. Using his massive intellect, he built a power suit that totally doesn't look like Iron Man, that allows him to shrink in a totally different way than Ant-Man, and joins Team Arrow to make a difference. Clearly, unlike Scarlet Witch in the Avengers. A side note, why is everyone on this show a super genius? Is there something in the water? After a while, Ray moved his talents to the Legends team, which really is a shame because he was such a good foil to the constantly dour Oliver. Number 4, Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. What more can be said about one of DC's most badass, intelligent, and well-rounded villains? Well, about a minute's worth because I have to fill some time here. Oliver's first interaction with Slade was on the Purgatorial Island, Lian. There, Slade taught Oliver how to fight, and more importantly, to survive against all odds. He also taught him not to screw with the gal he had the hots for, which Oliver super ignored, which kinda started their whole falling out and cascading descent into violence. A poster child for Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign, Slade takes a bunch of performance-enhancing drugs and gets his roid rage on, hitting the final nail in the coffin when it came to his friendship with Ollie. Things go from bad to worse as the violence escalates, and to the point where Slade and River Tam and a shitty ponytail try to take over Oliver City. And you know homie don't play like that. Oliver defeats Slade and imprisons him on the one place they both know too well, Lian. But the story is far from done with these two, as can be seen in the final episode of last season. You know, it's just that classic story of boy meets girl. Girl meets other dude with a bad wig. They all kill a bunch of people, she gets murdered, boy does knock off super soldier serum, boy loses eye, comes back to the city to murder dude. You know, that old chestnut. Number 3, Curtis Holt, aka Mr. Terrific. Looks like we've got a theme of awkward doofy Einsteins on this network. We'll round out today's trio of this trope with Mr. Terrific, also known as Curtis Holt. When we first see him in the series, he's working under Felicity as she runs Palmer Tech. Another brilliant hacker and inventor, he competently bumbles through his life until he finds out Oliver is the Green Arrow and joins the team. Taking on the moniker of Mr. Terrific and donning a ridiculous mask that must be a pain in the ass to put on, he uses his balls of steel to fight crime. No, I'm serious, like he invented these 2 floating balls that help him take down bad guys. They're called his T-spheres, and they can shoot things. Okay, yeah, I'll just stop right there. Number 2, Anatoly. Man, this guy made me want vodka crazy bad. Anatoly met Oliver on Lian while the two were held captive by Dr. Ivo on the ship Amazo. Yeah, I was pretty mad about that Easter egg too. Oh, come on, give me a fighting robot! Rant over, back to Anatoly. Not only is this performer one of the strongest character actors in the entire series, he plays a former KGB and Ollie's Bratva bro. In fact, he becomes head of the Bratva, which of course leads to tension between him and our hooded hero. which is like totally weird because you never ever see a friendship based on gang violence go sour and end in violence. Number 1, Oliver Queen. Of course, I find myself ending on Oliver. The pathos, the dedication to making his city a better place, the arms. Oh, seriously, fellas, get you a salmon ladder. Whew, I'm getting the vapors. Anyway, the evolution of this character has not only been fascinating to see, but the driving force of his relationships with everyone he knows and really the show itself. Seeing him start as the mayor of Murderville as the Hood, and then evolve for the better into the Green Arrow, a justice-driven vigilante and public leader to the people, has been an amazing ride. And I've gotta say, Stephen Amell is just an incredible human being. From his charity work, to his appreciation for his fans, to his honest, genuine love to inspire and make even just one person's day better, makes him a real-life Oliver Queen. Did you see him at Comic-Con this year? Oh, be still my melting heart. There are so many characters in the Arrowverse I didn't get to chat about, and I want to hear from you about who should have made the list in the comments below. And while you're at it, like and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Carr. See ya, Space Cowboy.